Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille and today's 3rd of March 2020. Welcome to live number 67. And today I just simply want to talk about how to build trust in your relationship by using right way of communication. And I know this subject probably was spoken or talked through by every self-proclaimed relationship guru on the internet. But I thought after yesterday's, rant that taken and I rumbled for 25 minutes about, men's sexuality. I thought maybe it's good time to talk about something light and something, kind of short. But I thought maybe some of you are not struggling with such heavy subjects. Maybe some of you are just dealing with the small things that you know that it's important, you want to talk about something with her, but you're afraid it's gonna say no, and maybe this video is gonna be just a little bit push to help you understand how you can do it to make it all happen. Because I think that's gonna happen much more often than dealing with this heavy kind of stuff. So listen, there are three major rules that you may want to take into consideration in this whole subject. First of all, if you want to build a really working relationship, something that's going to be deep, something that will make you like friends, really wanting to support each other, it will have to be built on trust. It will have to be built on openness, showing your vulnerability, and showing your strengths, your weaknesses. You want to be open, because many times I've got this feeling that we try to be those unbreakable machos with which basically try to fake and prove that we're never broken and that we never have any issues. Boy, just know that your girl knows you better than you know yourself, probably. They're extremely intuitive, and most of them extremely smart. So don't lie to yourself. She knows about everything. And the more you fake it, the harder it is for her to trust you. Just simple as it is. So if you want this whole thing to work, if you want your relationship to be something that both of you are gonna enjoy, you've got to play it right. You've got to be honest, and you've got to give her a chance to trust you by opening up and just showing who you really are. And if you say, okay, I got it, but I'm afraid to talk to her about it. I know that she's gonna be against it. Why, or how should I do this? And you see, there's one thing that I kind of saw in one of the TV series that I watched lately, and it was something very light. And sometimes it's really good to have something really light to go through in this whole dense and dark subjects that I go through from time to time. And that was a night shift. That's about ER, night shifts in ER. So maybe you want to watch it. Anyway, there's a couple, and the main protagonists. They're a couple, and he's going through something crazy, she's going through something crazy, and obviously they're not talking about it. But why would they? And when this whole thing hits the fan, it blows in their faces, and it takes them some time to put it all together. But it's obvious, it's TV. You would not expect anything else. But there's something that's one of the characters there said. She was a friend of the girl, and she told something like this to the guy. It was something like this: she didn't tell you about it because she wanted to protect you. And I was sitting there listening to this, and I thought to myself, is that just lazy writing? Because they just need to have drama in the TV series, obviously? Or do we really think like this? We kind of find these excuses not to confront with this things that are important to us, but we're afraid to talk about it. So I thought maybe that's the thing that we're supposed to talk about, because in this particular case, if you have something really important, the second rule and the first thing that you really need to go through is to think about, why do you really want it? What is the reason that you feel that this is important for you? Because let's use a very simple example. Let's say that you're married, you just got pregnant, and but you want to buy a motorbike. It's obvious that she's gonna have something against, because first of all, she's gonna be afraid. She's gonna be afraid that you're gonna do something to yourself, that you're gonna crash or something, and she's gonna have to go through all of that alone and even take care of you. And second, why would you spend cash now when you're expecting a child? It's like But maybe you sit there and think about it and say, listen, that was my dream from the farthest childhood I can remember. And now, when I got promotion and I got this bonus, that's the first time I kind of have some additional cash to maybe buy something, like a used bike or something. And now when we're expecting and we want to have just two or three childs, one after another, I know that if I will be able to ride the bike, it's gonna happen now or in, I don't know, 5, 7 years from now. Because I know that this project will take cash, will take our time. We're gonna be exhausted, especially at the beginning. So now or never. So now when you look at this and you see that it's really important, that gives you this legitimate argumentation why you might want to pursue that. And now how to approach to talk to her about it. So that'll be the step number 3. Try to not just go there and say, listen, I have this idea, I'm going to do it anyway. Because it's going to completely set you apart. Because if you do this, you're going to do the same thing with some other stuff, and you really think that it's going to build your relationship. So what you want to do is to put yourself in her shoes. Try to think what kind of things she might be scared of, why she might be against this whole idea. And obviously those two that I said are like a tip of an iceberg. But then if you'll come to her and say, listen, I have this idea, I want to buy a motorbike. But I want you to hear first of all why. And then you can say that was your dream, and you know that it's now or never. So you think maybe if I could just do this for this one season, because in 7 or 8 months we're gonna have this child. Let me just do this for this few months, and tell me what can we do so we both be kind of satisfied. Maybe I'm not gonna use the whole cash. Maybe I'll use just half of this bonus to buy some used motorbike. It doesn't have to be like a brand new thing. And what can I do? Maybe how should I write it that you could feel much safer? That I'm not going to do something stupid and crash somewhere there. And now this whole situation changes, because now it's not only you're opening up, you're showing why there's kind of really legitimate arguments why you want to pursue that. But second, you just telling her, and she can see that you're thoughtful, that you're seeing this whole situation not only from your point of view, but also from the point of view of relationship. That you can look at it from the point of view where you are as a family. And then you're allowing her to have her voice in it. And you'll be surprised, because I had this situation many times when I kind of approached this thing that exact way, and I said exactly why do I thought and what was my motives behind it. And then I said, listen, I know that it's going to take some cash, that it'll put us in a specific position and so on. But what do you think? What's just tell me what do you think? Just lay it on me. And I was surprised. She said, okay, just do it. I was like, how is that possible that it happened this way? And this is what I want you to understand. If you want to build a relationship that's gonna be meaningful, and that you're gonna be really close friends, kind of working together, you've got to understand it has to be built on your openness and kind of just sharing what's there. Second, you want to really think it through, that when you're going to talk to her, she would know that you really thought this through. It's not just some stupid idea just showed up in your head. But you really thought it through, and now you're inviting her to make a decision, together, because she might agree to do this, because even though it seems counterintuitive, because you coming to her with that idea that that it's going to be hard to pull through, but what you don't understand is that maybe your level of openness and your level of honesty in all of this will be much more important to persuade her to trust you, rather than be opposed to the idea itself. And I've seen it working many times, and that's the thing that I want you to understand. It's more important for you to be open and thoughtful, rather than be afraid of the idea itself. So listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. And it's going to sound like a cliche, but there is truth to it, so I'm going to say it anyway. The truth will set you free. But to be exact, the honesty and the thoughtfulness will make it a reality. So listen, play this game right, and you might be surprised about the outcome. Think about it, do something about it, and see you tomorrow.